Welcome to www.happynumbers.org. Today we're going to deal with evaluating formulas, and we're going to be using formulas that deal with the perimeter of things. Perimeter is the distance around something, distance around it. So here we have a rectangle, and the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times the quantity of the length plus the width. By the way, on the high school exit exams, in anything that has to compute with formulas, you will not have to memorize the formulas. The formulas will be given to you. They give you the formula. You just have to know how to substitute it, how to translate it. Well, here, we know how to solve an algebraic expression like this. The length is 7, the width is 4. Since this is a rectangle, we would know that this side is 7 and this side is 4. We could add 7 and 4 and 7 and 4, and that would give us the perimeter. In fact, if I add 7 and 4, that's 11, and 7 and 4 is 11, so the perimeter would be 22. And using the formula, you'll see that that's so. Let's substitute. The perimeter is equal to 2 times the length is 7 plus the width is 4. Now we do our parentheses first, so it's 2 times 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4 is 11, so it's 2 times 11, and it's 22, which is the same as we got just by adding the sides. So, very, very simple. I'm going to read you a problem now. We have a man, and he's built a window, and he's going to enclose the, so here's the window, and he's going to put molding around the window. So he's going to put a piece of molding here, and here, and here, and here. And he wants to go to the lumberyard, and he wants to know how much does he have to buy. And he knows that it's 5 feet tall and 4 feet wide. Well, he can use the formula for perimeter because he's looking for the perimeter, the distance around, and it's equal to 2 times the length plus the width. And now we just substitute our numbers. Perimeter is equal to 2 times 5 plus 4. We do our parentheses. Perimeter equals 2 times 9, and the perimeter would be 18 feet. Of course, since we were dealing with a rectangle, we know that this side would have to be 5 and this side would have to be 4, and we could have just added 5 and 4 is 9, 5 and 4 is 9, and that would be 18. Or we could use this formula. Again, you will not have to know how to utilize formulas on the high school exit exam. They will always give them to you. Let's take a look at perimeter of a different figure. Let's take a triangle. Side A, side B, side C. The perimeter of a triangle is equal to A plus B plus C. We just add up the sides because it's the distance around. Well, let's make believe A is equal to 6, B is equal to 9, C is equal to 13, and we want to know the perimeter of this triangle. Well, perimeter is equal to, we just substitute 6 plus 9 plus 13, whoops, sorry about that, plus 13. Perimeter is equal to 6 plus 9 is 15. 15 and 13 is 28. So the distance around this triangle is 28. So let's suppose you're a construction worker and you're out working on a house and you're building a gable, and a gable is up on a roof, sort of looks like that, and we're interested in this part of the gable. And the gable is 10 feet this way, 13 this way, and 13 this way. And you have to put molding there, there, and there. Well, we're talking about a perimeter. And we know the perimeter of the triangle is equal to A plus B plus C. And any one of these could be A, B, or C. We're just going to add them up. So we know it's 13 plus 13 plus 10. Perimeter is equal to 13 and 13 is 26 plus 10, 36 feet. Good. Okay, now here is a very special case. A circle. Now, the distance around a circle is not called a perimeter. It's called a circumference. And don't get frightened by the big word, or I know you've heard it, but so the distance around a circle is called the circumference. And the formula for the circumference of a circle, the circumference of a circle is equal to 2 times pi times the radius. 2 times pi times the radius. Now you'll have to know this, that the different distance from the center of the circle to the outside of the circle to the circumference is called the radius. You'll also have to know this in working with circles, that pi is equal to 22/7 or 3.14. Now that's a mathematical constant that the Greeks figured out way back in antiquity. But pi appears in all formulas for circles, whether they're area of a circle or circumference. But here we're dealing with the circumference of a circle. Now, the radius in this circle is 7. Well, all we have to do is substitute what we know into our formula. Well, the circumference is equal to 2 times 22/7, which is pi, times the radius. Well, the radius is 7. And I can rewrite this 2 over 1 times 22/7 times 7 over 1. Because 2 over 1 is the same thing as 2, 7 over 1 is the same thing. And now I have a multiplication of fractions. And so now I can cancel this and cancel that. It goes one time and one time. And now when I multiply, 2 times 22 is 44. 44 times 1 is 44 over 1, which is 44. So don't be intimidated by this formula. First of all, they will always give you the formula. Second, you just have to substitute and then use your basic math skills to solve the problem. Let's look at this. Suppose I should have left the value of pi up there, 22/7 or 3.14. Let's suppose I have, I'm digging a swimming pool, a circular swimming pool, and the radius is 28 feet. And I want to put fence around it, so I want to know how much fence I need to buy to go around it. Well, I'm looking for the circumference of the swimming pool. And they give me the formula, so I just substitute. Circumference equals 2 times pi 22/7 times 28. Well, I can put 2 over 1, 28 over 1, and I have a multiplication of fractions. I can cancel here. 7 goes into 7 one time. 7 goes into 28 4 times. Now I'm done with my cancellation, so I multiply. 2 times 22 is 44. 44 times 4, 44 times 4, 4 times 4 is 16, carry the 1. 16 and 1 is 17. So I have 176. Whoops, my time is up. Let me just shut this off. Okay, so 2 times 22 is 44. 44 times 4 is 176. So I will need 176 feet of fencing to go around the swimming pool. Again, it's simply a matter of substituting the values that are given into the formula. In this formula, they get the number 2 is already there. We know what the number pi is, so all we need to do is know the radius. Well, okay, that's it for evaluating formulas that deal with perimeter or circumference. Thank you very much.